The people got to have their pension. It's going to come from the government. The government has to pay money to everybody for not working. If the country open up, fine. You'll just have a zillion people. You will have a rehash of this in a bigger way in a few months. Right? Everybody's telling them, don't do that. Don't open up, man. It's going to kill your economy. It's not going to. So you have inside the system a suicidal pattern of behavior. And the government is already starting to panic. It's panicking because they're not doing what they should. And guess what? Everybody see them. Everybody see them. So, I don't care whether it's the National Guard, whether it's the Navy, whether it's the police departments, when wholesale panic developed in America, there's a new target. The target, if it would have happened in there, they'd have been niggas, Muslims, or something like that. No. Who's the target now? The target is the government. The target is the government. Why? Well, I don't have to relate all this stuff. Now, if all of y'all, you want to clean yourself out, just take you a shot of this here, shoot it in there. But he actually said that. That means he's never read a label.
And people actually reacted to
Some of it did. Some of it
People
did.
reacted. They actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
the calls in, they said the calls in to poison control in Maryland.
The calls, the people have.
I really thought the people would be smarter.
No. Sure. Most people are going to be smart. Most people know. Most people know that. But if it's 300 million people that know it, it's a million that don't know that. They've been back in the woods,
right,
and they never read a label. You know, they use bleach. Some people never read the label.
That's true.
On bleach or Windex, it said don't consume it, and if you do, call the people down there, right? They give you call them right away. Everybody hasn't read that. Everybody hasn't read that. And then if it's coming from the president, he's a person in authority that knows. He has a staff that goes and researches and finds out things. He wouldn't dare get up there. That's what he's supposed to do, right? Now remember, we had crisis management a while back, and he don't do the things he should. None of them, and he does that. Okay, that's part of the decline. Okay, next week, in 2 days, 3 days, they're going to come out with new unemployment. Is it 22 million or 26 million now?
It's 26.
I think it's 26 million.
good.
Yeah, it's 26 million. Okay, so let's say it's 30 million unemployed. But it's more than that because the people that's running around the street equal that at least. There's at least that many people. All those brothers who was going down to Home Depot, they ain't put their name on nothing. They just get paid and they do their work. They're going to be unemployed because nobody's going to spend money during this period, except at the food store. Well, think about the food during the panic. America is fine, but I want you to think about during a period of panic, what it looks like. Food has to get to the city from the country on trucks or trains. is out there in the country, and they ain't been treated too well. I want you to think of how many trucks will be hijacked on the way here. Maybe one or two might get through. These cities are going to be like, we hope that shipment got through. How many shipments? They'll do like on the stagecoach they used to have to ride shotgun. They're going to have a police escort for those trucks. What about train? You got to remember, I'm talking about in a panic, a real panic. Is a panic coming? The white folks is doing what somebody said on the radio this morning. That's why I moved the class back for an hour. I just wanted to listen to it all over again and then assess what all that means, what they're saying. Not what the rumors are saying and not what, but remember, if you've been listening to them long enough, if we don't go on this, what they call this media, the social media, how accurate have our discussions been? Pinpoint accurate. That means, like I don't use certain new gadgets because I don't use this how to get to the house map, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I use it like, if I was in a different city, I would use it. But out on the highway, I know all the highways in the United States. Without a map, I can get now, if you tell me the city to go to, I can go right out here and go on the highway and get to that city. The only help I need is getting to the address. So when I get there, I might take out the thing and find the address, or even go to an old city map that has, this is where you find the street. Because I've been using it all the time. I like it. It's not that I don't like the internet, but it has so much stuff on it that's good. And I said, man, they don't even have to go out. We remember you had to go to the library. You have to research the kind of book you need. Then you had to bring all the books home and study them. Now, I just told the kids, I said, press something for crisis management for me. They pushed the button. Then 1 minute, I had crisis management. I said, I don't like that. They got any other? They got a couple more. I didn't like that. So I just got the one out of the old book, 1987 or something like that. This one here that I use it because I liked it. I don't like calling now you can't, how many remember the numbers they call? I used to know all the numbers. You had to. It was simple using your brain. Now the doggone phone keeps it all. All you do is just push the phone, push favorites or whatever you push, and the phone does it. And people don't know the numbers they're calling. You see what I mean? That's the way I am about some of this stuff. I stick with some of the tried and tested stuff because I know it. And even with modern stuff, I stick to this. So I was judging, what I'm saying now is I didn't judge by social media and the rumor mill. But that's going to kick in. But it's not kicking in right now. That's going to kick in right now. This is the last period of cruising for the government. Several things have to happen. In the economy, they have to keep paying the money to people, what is this, save your check or something. They got to save, so the people have to buy things. This is not the Depression where it happened over 3 or 4 years. 1929, 1932, you got and then on and on. This is not like this happened, bam, nobody had a chance to work for it. Since this has happened, how have the government acted? The government has just lied and talked crazy to the people, and we got down up there to make sure that everybody will be mad at him. He was the face of this. The government have treated the workers so bad, now they're trying to have the workers and the poor people as the heroes. Boy, these people is mean, man, what they do. You're the hero. We don't give you no extra money. You're a hero. You go in there and risk your life. Of course, I ain't going in. I ain't letting nobody I know go in. Hey, man, we stand away. You go in there, and the people's coming out banging pots and pans. And that's good, because if they didn't do that, you know what I mean, we'd be in big trouble. So we sympathize with them. We're not making fun of them, but they got a memory too. Now remember, how many ladies have you seen on TV crying real tears I don't have? And how many people have said for the last 2 months, it's not a week, this is at least 2 months, we don't have what we need. Then, a month ago, we don't have what we need. Today, what they say, we don't have what we need. They want us to go back to work testing. But the government said, well, we ain't got no testing stuff, but we got one company making cotton swabs, but if the stuff you swab it in, they make it somewhere else. America looks crazy. The system, the money will eventually, the dollar is strong right now, but it ain't gonna stay that way long. Why? Because after another 2 or 3 months of paying, I don't want you to think about $6 or $8 or even $10 trillion. I want you to think about 50 or 100 trillion in a hurry, not you know what I mean, not like I mean right within the next few months. I want you to think of unemployment. Remember the domino theory about those countries. When you knock the domino, when you make one person unemployed, they're linked to another 5 down the road. So when you cut out these people, the little stores may not get no money. Nobody else to work in there. All these things are tied to each other. Right now, inflation is fine. But what about the cost of food? What about how much food is going to cost? What about the people who get kicked out of their apartments that say they can do that for a week or two, or a couple of months? But what about the situation? What about when you call the police to put people out of houses? You know, like, remember you used to see all this stuff sitting outside of people's, they call the sheriff or whoever they put them out. What about you call them people and they don't come? You know why? Because they themselves have been treated bad. If the police just had to shoot Negroes and a few more, they might do it in the old days, but this is a new time. This is a new situation. The people, there's nobody in the society that this is their fault. The fault is something, the rumor mill, it's engaged on the internet, but it's not engaged in the people. What about when the people start having a few problems? Then they start listening to the rumors. And guess what? Out of 100 rumors, 40 of them make a lot of sense. You have your choice. What do crowds do? Crowds panic. The mob Once it kicks in, there's nothing you can do about it. And now everybody's involved. You can't call the Navy people because you fired the captain of their ship and put him in, talk about firing him. And now they putting him back, but because he was helping us. The police ain't gonna answer the phone because the plague is so heavy, they don't want to be wrestling with nobody out there. They're just not, oh, no, homeboy. You know, no, hey, man, you going or not? Even in Oakland, they just write you a citation. That's why I asked my son to go down to the place, the tax place, and then go to the court to check on it. It's all closed. My son told me, he said, no, man, they write you a little citation. They write you gotta kill Grandma Moses to go to jail. Because number one, the jail don't want nobody. They don't want to take nobody to jail because they don't want to be talking to nobody. They want to stay in their police car with their masks and gloves on. Right? And even now, I mean, you know, even now, that feeling is creeping in.
Right. And that's what they're saying about just the return to so-called normalcy. The people have to have some confidence in wanting to go back. They don't want that. That's dead. Right. Like for instance, all the stuff we talk about. Yeah, you gonna give us our money? Yeah, but that almost, to me, psychologically, we're gonna still do it, but it don't count. This is a new dispensation. This is really new. This is going to, when moves toward a close, we don't know when it's going to move toward a close. We have no idea when this thing is going to level off, but it's not going to be like it is, like it was. That time is past. That's what scriptural, the flood of Noah, all of those things, that's whatever was going on before. After the flood, that's dead. Right? All of that stuff is dead. Right? When Islam comes and it brings the unity of the Creator, all of that foolishness, most of it died. It don't all go, but I mean, it's underground now. It's going, you know, okay. Right now, this is what you call an impossible situation. Only Allah creates those, where nothing you can do. If you pay everybody for not going to work, good. Pretty soon, you're going to be, you think they was lying to the people about being broke, you know, all them trillions of dollars, they even stopped talking. They said, we're only $1 trillion, 20 trillion in debt. They $1 trillion line. Them people are 60 or 100 trillion in debt, right? They're living off borrowed money. The US dollar is strong right now. What about in a few months? Not only in America, but all around the world, paying people, no matter what happened, they got to pay people not to go to work. Okay? Be fat-headed. Escalate the situation. Right? Increase the situation. Send them to work. And what they're going to do? They're going to get sick. What about the virus? Right? Everybody is saying the Spanish flu came back. Everything like that comes back again. You can increase its return possibility, its possibility of return by doing what? Going out and hanging out, people on the beach in LA and all that. That's good for them. Yeah, the heat wave, you can't stay in the house. Okay, go ahead. Maybe salt water to wash it out or something like that. You know, salt water, probably, you know, anyway. Yeah. Or not take a shower. Well, salt water won't kill you. You could do it because they put saline, so it won't. But let's see, we can figure out something.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll make that announcement.
Hey, look, this is deep. You have to realize, you have to think about it.
Now, this is not play talk we're making. We're not making fun. We got to think about food, which we don't think it'll be a big problem in America, but hijacking and all of that. You got to remember how they've done people. You think them white folks gonna sit out there in Iowa with all them farms around them and starve to death? And those are the farms, they took those farms from them people and gave them to agribusiness? You think anybody gonna respect agribusiness?
They just had the truckers, kind of having a little strike themselves.
Huh.
Yeah. The other day, 75, just pulled over in Houston. And because now they're starting to get undercut as far as, their salaries are concerned.
I want you to think of white folks with all the trucks and trailers they still got out in Iowa and all that.
Right.
They're gonna drive out on all them fields. They can't have the sheriff ain't gonna, they say, he watching, but he gonna call all his cousins, yeah, I'm watching the field over here. Remember, it's not against the people anymore. This unified the people. It ain't the black people did nothing. It ain't the Latinos did nothing. Even the white nationalists, they're gonna be the ones stealing most of the stuff. They're gonna use their organization and nobody will be there. Look, the police, see, they've been messing around with the police. So the police can shoot me and you, but their uncle and their brother-in-law, they can't shoot them. They can't shoot them. And everybody will be focused on, wait a minute, this problem didn't start with the people. They got a right to do that. They're not going to starve, let their little children starve, right? So imagine when the grocery shelves start getting a little empty, all those plenty of food, right? That means in the wintertime, the second crops that they have in Iowa with California, man, all the people gonna be rolling out of the cities and knocking over all them agribusinesses. They're just gonna go out, a truckload of corn, hey, you could sell it in the city for a lot. They're gonna have caravans. Who's gonna stop them? The police? The police ain't gonna come out and be grabbing nobody and putting them in no jail.